Good morning, guys. We're starting out with some clouds out there this morning. Temperatures on the warmer side. It's 53 degrees on steady southerly winds with that sun coming up this morning. We are dealing with fog in West Plains, down to half-mile visibility there. Otherwise, you're smooth sailing in other parts of the Ozarks. Temperatures are warmer by 10 degrees in Springfield as we start out in the 50s. Already starting in the 60s from Fayetteville, Bentonville, and then over towards Joplin. It's 52 degrees in Fort Leonard Wood. So we'll have temperatures getting really warm out there today, mostly sunny skies and approaching 80 degrees. We're looking at highs in the lower 80s possible. Showers and storms fire up after midnight in Kansas and then cut across central Missouri, and that slight severe risk that's in play for some golf ball size hail possible overnight tonight into they'll clear by sunrise tomorrow. Maybe we can get some winds up to 60 miles per hour as well. So dry today, sunny, temperatures in the lower 80s. Those storms cut across central Missouri after midnight, clearing by sunrise. Temperatures starting out in the 60s. Then by tomorrow afternoon, we're looking at temperatures warm again in the 70s with showers and storms reigniting in the evening and into the overnight hours with an additional severe threat. With this severe threat that comes through tomorrow evening and overnight, we'll have all modes of severe weather possible with that threat of isolated tornado damaging winds and large hail. Again, any rain that we get would aggravate some flood conditions. We're already pretty saturated out there, so that would also be a hazard as well. Joe, Lauren.
All right, thank you, Elisa. Child care centers are still allowed to operate under Greene County's new stay-at-home order effective today. But Color 10's Nija McDonald discovered some providers are having to make a tough decision on whether to close their doors as attendance drops. Nija.
Well, good morning, Lauren. I met with an in-home child care provider who says 5 of the 7 families she serves are essential workers, but says she's the minority, not the majority, after talking with other providers in our area who are unsure of what to do next. Now, Kristen Boyle has operated in in-home child care for 13 years and says while her business isn't significantly impacted, this isn't the case for everyone. Boyle says she knows of a daycare that lost 4 of the 6 children it served due to the stay-at-home order. She says another provider in her friend group is contemplating closing her business.
The biggest impact, though, I think is going to be financially. I think we're going to end up losing a lot of in-home daycares by the time this is over because they can't afford to keep doing it when they have half the number of kids they normally have.
Boyle no longer allows parents into her home. Instead, she does the child exchange at her front door to protect the other children and her own family. Missouri Child Care Providers reminds parents to keep your child home if they're sick.
We have a follow-up for you this morning to an investigation that we brought you a few weeks ago about a group that hoarded medical masks and tried to profit off of it, selling them for $12.50 each and then again for $5 a piece, all during a national shortage. Attorney General Eric Schmidt's office investigated this operation shortly after our story aired. Now the office has issued a cease and desist letter resulting in the group returning at least 600 masks back to original retailers. Attorney General Schmidt told Jesse Inman that price gouging is currently among their top priorities.
We've seen certainly an uptick in those complaints to our office, over 250 as relates to this set of circumstances, where it's just a week ago, I think we were only at a couple dozen. So we've certainly seen more people call in. Price gouging is a big focus for us right now. And we want people to know that that's illegal, and the Attorney General's office is going to take action when necessary.
The state is keeping an eye out on items of necessity right now, like toilet paper, cleaning supplies, and masks. If you see price gouging happening, you should give the AG's office a call.
Around the world, New Zealand began a 1-month compulsory lockdown on Thursday to slow the spread of the coronavirus, with warnings from authorities to stay at home or face huge fines and even jail time. The government has allowed people in essential services to continue to work, but schools, offices, restaurants, bars, places of worship, and even playgrounds were shut down as part of the lockdown. The number of cases rose by 79, taking the tally to 283 in New Zealand. Also happening around America, a pipe bomb was safely detonated at an Indiana home. Police say a person living at the house found the bomb in the basement. The person suspected of making it was arrested at the same address for a domestic violence incident. After the bomb squad detonated the bomb, they found a second similar device and worked to inspect and detonate it.
Another airline is cutting its flight schedule due to this pandemic. Alaska Airlines announced it was suspending 70% of its flights. This as it reports demands for flights have dropped more than 80%. Alaska says this will last for at least the next 2 months. The airline also plans to cut contract and temporary jobs. It's encouraging employees to take a voluntary leave of absence by letting them keep their health and travel benefits.
Several defendants in the college admissions scandal case, including Lori Loughlin and her husband, have filed a motion to dismiss those charges. They allege the government has mishandled evidence, specifically recordings of Rick Singer speaking with defendants. Singer is the mastermind behind the college admissions scandal. The defense says if the judge will not dismiss the charges, they request the recordings be suppressed and the court order an evidentiary hearing. Loughlin and 7 other parents are set to stand trial in October.
And going around the region, a man who was shot and killed by an FBI agent in Belton, Missouri, was planning to bomb a hospital. Authorities say for months, 36-year-old Timothy Wilson has been plotting a domestic terror attack using a car bomb. Investigators say he was considering several targets, but only ramped up his interest recently to target a hospital because of the coronavirus. Agents say Wilson planned to target an unnamed area hospital, treating a number of coronavirus patients, causing mass casualties.
Lawmakers in Arkansas will work to pass a bill that will create a COVID-19 rainy day fund. The bill would transfer the state's $173 million surplus to that fund. It would help pay for personal protective equipment and keep clinics running. Republican State Rep Robin Lundstrom says the bill will be a real boost for those in Northwest Arkansas. And State Senator Greg Leding says it'll give the governor more temporary powers, which is needed at a time like this.
How about some more local news for you now? The Branson Police Department has a new online reporting system that allows people to report certain incidents online only. It's available for past incidents in which the suspects are no longer at the scene, there are no injuries, and no collectible evidence at the crime location. Citizens are still encouraged to dial 911 anytime they need a police officer, fire department, or EMS to any incident. All right, we take a look at what's trending this morning right now, talking about comfy shoes, Lauren.
That's right. Crocs has tweeted out an offering for people who work in the healthcare field that they will give them a free pair while supplies last, because we know our healthcare workers are on their feet constantly, especially now, putting in extra hours.
So Crocs, very popular among those in the restaurant industry, I've noticed, and the hospitals, those that work in hospitals.
Yeah, because they're easy to clean, they're easy to disinfect. So
well,
that's
they're
awesome.
also comfy, too.
Yeah,
it's just big foam, right? Thick foam?
And waterproof.
Rubber.
Yeah.
Rubber, yeah,
Foam.
not foam.
Rubber.
Jeez. But yeah, pretty good to do, and glad to see that they're able to offer some levity to this situation, maybe help people be a little more comfortable and not spend money on shoes, right?
Oh, yeah, because even if healthcare workers have those already, they might be wearing down the soles a little bit more than usual.
Oh, I bet.
Certainly will be. All right, look, this morning, it's going to be not bad, and then it's just going to get better throughout the day, right?
Yeah, temperatures warm. 82 degrees would tie a record from 1910. So very warm out there today with some storms tonight and then storms again tomorrow. We just saw Jeremy come in for Ozarks Fox AM, and he put his shorts on for 82 degrees today. Not 82 yet, but
we'll get there.
He's got the legs out.
It'll get there, and watch Jeremy on Fox right now.
All right, thanks for tuning in to us this morning. We'll see you back here at midday.